Meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there. Good afternoon, Mr. Mealy.
Good afternoon, sweetie.
Any mail from my doll, Bridget Rockefeller?
No, but just something for your brother. Your doll is looking well today.
She did.
Big
It happened last night. She had 4 fatal diseases.
And it only takes one. Well, I guess the St. Louis hospital did her in.
Excuse me, Mr. Mealy, you could have pronounced it Louis.
Well, I got a cousin who spells it the same way, and we call him Louis.
He's not a city, is he?
Well, no.
Is he a saint?
By a long
Then
shot.
there's no comparison. St. Louis is a city, the only one with a World's Fair. Wasn't I lucky to be born in my favorite city? Meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Da 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 da, lights are shining.
Hey, Tootie, any mail for me?
Just one.
Hey, my Princeton catalog. I've been waiting for this.
Did you get plenty of celery, Katie?
I got 3 bunches, Mrs. Smith, and I'm going shopping again on Wednesday.
That should be just fine. Let's get these in water before they wilt.
Let's get us out of the sun before we wilt.
We will dance the hoochie coochie. You will be my tootsie woochie.
Bless you, Grandpa.
Thank you. Just picture the opening night. Pavilions exploding with light. With banners unfurled, we will welcome the world to this frolicking sight.
Stroll through the trees in the soft April breeze, just like Alice in Wonderland. Hello, everyone. Certainly was on Teddy's birthday. In St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there. We will dance the hoochie coochie. You will be my tootsie wootsy. We'll walk through the meadows and glades and cheer for a dozen parades. And then we will thrill, watching waters that spill from a rainbow of shiny cascades.
Anna?
Papa, Agnes, Rose, Judy. Oh, it's far too hot for any of this. I You're as bad as the children.
I like my second childhood. It is far more fun than the first. I'm enjoying it immensely.
Mother, I have the most lovely character Douglas today. Douglas? I thought you swore you'd never see him again. Oh, Mother. Oh, and Rose, don't forget to wash your hair while the water's hot. No, I won't.
Do you think it would cause a minor revolution in this household if we had dinner just an hour earlier tonight?
Well, Mr. Smith hates to sit down to eat the minute he gets home from the office.
I'm due with my sisters at 7 on family matters.
Oh, your sister. Is there trouble with your sister?
No, she's just having trouble with her husband, being a man.
Well, it's all right with me, Katie, but you'll have to explain it to Mr. Smith.
Oh, I'm sure he won't mind, seeing how tonight is corned beef night.
We're planning on having dinner a little early tonight, Grandpa.
Oh, fine. I'll just take my evening constitutional.
Is it all right?
Yes, but I had to tell your poor mother another pack of lies.
Well, Katie, there are only white lies.
A lie is a lie, and dressing it up in white don't help it. Yeah, you don't mind me asking too much. Why am I lying this time? Why do we have to have dinner an hour earlier?
Because Rose is expecting a very important telephone call.
Now don't go blaming this on your sister again.
Blaming her, we are doing this for her. You know Rose's problem. Warren Sheffield, heir to the Sheffield fortune, has been writing to Rose for 6 months without one word that even smells of a proposal.
What does that have to do with eating an hour earlier?
Warren Sheffield is telephoning Rose long distance at 6:30.
Long distance.
Yes, and if the whole family is sitting here, Rose may be loath to say the things the girl is compelled to say to get a proposal out of a man. Particularly if the man, unfortunately, is Warren Sheffield.
Personally, I wouldn't marry a man who proposed to me over an invention.
Esther!
Here comes the poor
Esther!
old man
Esther!
now.
He's out there! John Truitt? In the yard! Go, Katie, go!
I told your mother you were too young to be taking off the sulfur in the molasses this spring.
No, don't panic. We have every right to sit on our own front porch. It's a marvelous summer day, is it not, dear sister? Oh, heavenly, Rose. Simply heavenly. It would be lovely to go for a cooling swim. It's too bad we have no bows to escort us.
Here, Lady Babby! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty! Oh, dear. Have you seen my cat? Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
Perhaps she's on the rear terrace, mon petit.
You mean the backyard? I looked there. Oh, and Mama says that you two better get back upstairs and make your beds. And Esther should clean the wash basin where she splattered toothpaste.
I ought to tie 2 wild horses and let them tear you limb from limb.
Go ahead, get 2 wild horses. See if I care. Here, Lady Babby. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh, it's all right, Rose. He's gone. Not very neighborly, I must say. Why don't I invite him to Lon's going away party? Oh, but that's in August. Be patient, S. The time will fly by. The moment I saw him smile, I knew he was just my style. My only regret is we never met, though I think of him all the while. But he doesn't know I exist, no matter how I may persist. So it's clear to see there's no hope for me, though I live at 5135 Kensington Avenue and he lives at 5133. How can I ignore the boy next door? I love him more than I can say. Doesn't try to please me, doesn't even tease me, and he never sees me glance his way. So though I'm hearts on the boy next door, affection for me won't display. I just adore him, so I can't ignore him. The boy next door. Someday soon he'll come strolling by. He'll glance up, never knowing why. He'll happen to see me. I'll happen to smile. get to be my age. Rose, when I get to be your age. Never mind. Agnes, we're eating early.
I can't get hungry till it gets dark.
Dinner is at 5:30. You can eat blindfolded. Grandpa, look what I got today at Hunlick's. It just came in.
Oh, good. We can learn the second chorus.
Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there.
For heaven's sake, stop that screeching!
Sorry, Mario.
That song. The fair doesn't open for another 10 months, and that's all everybody talks about. I wish they'd all meet at the fair and leave me alone.
Darling, did you have a nice day?
I lost the case.
Oh no, when you were so sure you'd win it.
I overlooked one thing. The judge is a moron.
Papa, if losing a case makes you so mad, why you should stop being a lawyer and be something else?
That's a good idea. Beginning tomorrow, I think I'll play first base with the St. Louis Browns. I'm sorry. If I was a little bombastic,
That's all right, dear. You'll feel much better once you've had your dinner.
I suppose so. Right now, I intend on soaking in a cool tub for 1 solid hour.
But that's impossible. Dinner's going to be served in 5 minutes.
5 minutes? It's 5:25, not 6:25.
Alonzo, we're planning on having dinner an hour early tonight.
Well, the plan has just been changed. I'm taking my bath.
We're eating early for Katie's sake. She has to get to her sister's in family trouble.
Well, we're going to have family trouble right here if I don't get to take my
Oh,
bath.
Papa! We've had Katie for 10 years and she's never asked favors. We don't want to risk losing her. No, and nowadays you can't get it made for less than $12.
I'm telling you right now that...
Count on, count to 3.
1, 2, 3. I don't care if we have to pay a maid $15 a month. Dinner will be at 6:30. And if Katie wants to hand in her notice, she can reach me in the bathtub.
Oh dear. Now we've gone and upset him for no good reason.
Grandpa, why was Papa so angry about his bath?
He's exhausted from the office. Everybody's mean when they're exhausted.
I love it when Papa yells. It's so exciting. I yelled at Bridget Rockefeller last night.
And look what happened to her!
Maybe we should have told Papa about Warren's telephone call.
Your papa's not supposed to know. It's enough for letting him work hard every day to support the whole flock of us.
You're not putting Margarita in Grandpa's cigar box. Margarita's mine. Like Fudgius. Papa gave her to me on my birthday. I told you you could use her if you didn't bury her.
Agnes, should we stop acting like hooligans?
I don't want her now. I'm too old to play with dolls anyway. You can have her. Papa's gonna give you a wheeling. I'm too big for that too.
Oh, both of you, stop this! I'm about to shake you both until your teeth rattle.
Now, Rose, there's no need to shake anyone. We're a peaceful family. We actually like each other, don't we? Where did you get that face? Those laughing eyes, that careless grace. Put it together, it's quite a sight to see.
Why is your smile so nice that it could melt a cake of ice? You're just the girl to be
silence.
Yes.
I rise and shine when I'm with. I love to spend my time with. Lights on whenever I'm with you.
Mama, do you think I'm too young to fall in love?
Too young to what?
To fall in love. How did you feel the first time you met Papa?
Oh my, there's not nearly enough time before dinner for this conversation.
But was it love at first sight?
Yes. I didn't want your father to know, but he was the most charming man I had ever met. I took one look and that was that.
But how did you know you were really in love?
There is no way to describe it. There is no way to explain. It is either wrong as anything or right as rain. You will stutter and you'll stammer. You will look like you're asleep. You will feel a pain inside you, way down deep. But then in a little while, your whole world will start to smile. You'll hear a bell, so soft and sweet. You'll hear a bell that makes your heart forget to beat. Your head will spin, your heart will sing. The air will smell like all the flowers in the spring. You'll look at him and he will look at you. And you'll forget the other boys you knew. You'll fall apart, but bit by bit, the broken pieces of yourself will start to fit. Your knees will shake, the earth will quake, a bird will sing, a bee will sting, a bell will ring. Oh, listen to me carrying on. When you know it, you'll know it.
It sounds so perfect. Why am I so confused?
It's difficult to fall in love sensibly. You fall apart, but bit by bit, the broken pieces of yourself will start to fit. Your knees will shake, the earth will quake, a bird will sing, a bee will sting, a bell will ring. I know I always say to chew 12 times slowly, but tonight we can make an exception.
What if I choke and die?
Then I'll be sorry. Katie, I think this is the best ketchup we've ever made. It just needs a little more sugar.
Sugar? It's already too sweet.
Well, Mr. Smith likes it on the sweet side.
All men like it on the sweet side. Too sweet. always put the spice in, but you can't take it out.
Too sour? Just what I told Katie. I've decided I'm going to let John Truitt kiss me after Long's party. Mr. Smith, nice girls don't let boys kiss them until after they're engaged. Men don't like the bloom rubbed off. Well, personally, I think I have too much bloom.
Bridget Rockefeller lost all her bloom. That's why we're gonna have to bury her again.
Could be another funeral. I'll be there.
Rose, your father will be down in a minute. We'll try to eat quickly and get him out of here before Warren calls.
Esther! I didn't tell her. She figured it out.
I'm going to keep lying for your daughters, Miss Smith. I'm going to have more money.
I think one phone call's causing an awful lot of excitement in this family.
I agree.
Well, maybe someday a man will call long distance to ask you to marry him.
I doubt it.
Agnes, don't hurt your brother. Now listen, all of you. Not a word of this to your father. He has enough on his mind today.
Everyone knows but Papa?
Yes, dear. Your father doesn't need to know.
Too sweet?
Too sour.
Too thick.
It's way past 6:30.
Maybe Warren's not calling.
Maybe he found himself in New York City.
I wish everyone would stop talking about Warren.
The Lord is Esther!
Now I remember where I left my other skate.
I hope I haven't held everyone up. I was just taking a nice relaxing skate ride before dinner.
Papa, I'm going to marry Bridget Rockefeller in that lovely cigar box you gave me.
Tootie, remind me to spank you after dinner. Lord, we thank you for these blessings we are about to receive. Amen.
Amen.
If I forget to remind Papa, you remind me. All right.
Katie, this looks delicious.
Papa?
Well, I know this hasn't been exactly a successful day for any of us, so let's just all relax and enjoy a nice leisurely meal. I'm sorry I wasn't able to eat an hour earlier. Tootie, are you finished already? Well, that's the way I like to see you eat. You keep eating like that, you're going to grow up to be a big girl someday. Either I found a spoon or I lost some soup. Katie!
Rose, did you hear there's going to be a fashion exhibition at the World's Fair? Isn't that just so exciting? I just can't stand that we have to wait 10 months for it to open. I'll die.
Katie!
I'll die.
Everybody ready for dessert?
Dessert! What happened to dinner?
I didn't think anybody would want any meat after wallowing in a steaming hot bath.
Nonsense. I have every intention of enjoying an enormous meal and bring in the corned beef. And it wasn't a steaming hot bath. And I think Katie is getting a little
Well,
bit
you have been rather unkind to her, you know.
unkind. I simply took a bath. Katie, bring in the corned beef. Ah, here we are. You know, Katie, I could smell that cabbage the minute I got off the truck.
Cabbage has cabbage smell.
Katie, in this house, we slice the corned beef. We don't shave it.
Miss Smith, you said you wanted this to go for 2 meals.
I'll answer that. Hello? Hello? You'll have to speak louder, please. Hello? New York? No, I'm not calling New York. Hello? Hello? I'm having that telephone taken out.
Alonzo,
Yes, Anna?
not every call is for you.
Well, that one wasn't. Those operators. Katie, take this into the kitchen and slice it.
Why is Rose crying?
What's the matter with her?
Oh, nothing, Papa. You just ruined her chances of marrying a millionaire, that's all.
What?
That was Warren Sheffield, heir to the Sheffield fortune, calling long distance from New York City to propose.
the long-distance telephone call coming into this house?
The Iceman said a jumper got shot yesterday, and the blood went 3 feet in the air and splattered all over the pavement.
Tootie, answer yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Agnes?
Yes, sir.
Lon?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's just fine. Anna, I'm curious. Just when was I voted out of this family?
Oh, Lonnie, really
Well,
now.
what else am I to expect? My eldest daughter is practically on her honeymoon, and everyone in St. Louis knows about it but me. In view of the fact that this family refuses to let me in on its little intrigues, I'll handle the telephone my own way. From now on, I'll take all incoming calls myself.
Alonzo,
Well, it's just not right. It's unfair. It's deceitful. Rose, you answer.
thank you, Papa.
Hello? Yes, this is Miss Rose Smith. Yes, you may put that New York call through. Hello, Warren. Yes, it's me. Oh, I'm fine. How are you? Oh, St. Louis is fine. It's a little hot, though. Is it hot there? Yes, it's hot here, too. Yes, I can hear you just fine. Are you speaking now? No. Oh, well. Is there anything in particular you wanted to discuss? I said, is there anything you wanted to ask me? Well, no, Ward. I don't think I would misunderstand what you were going to say. The connection seems quite clear. Excuse me? Well, why shouldn't I mention this call to anyone? Well, my family's sitting right here. They don't seem to think a single thing
You
of it.
said there be
We
hell
get so many
today.
long
It's
distance
folks
calls,
already
you know.
called long distance.
Well, maybe you shouldn't waste any more of your valuable time and money. Well, you may have another 36 seconds left, but as it happens, I have another engagement. In fact, here's Joe now.
Good evening, Joe. Come in and have a seat.
Well, Lord, whether or not you make it in time for Lon's going away party is entirely your concern. No, Warren, nothing's wrong. Yes, Warren, you may write to me tonight if you wish. Do that, little thing.
Well, I'll bet you're the only girl in St. Louis who's had a Yale man call long distance simply to inquire after her health. Funny that you know.
Dinner, everyone?
Oh, yay!
John Truitt, Sheffield, old man. It's good to see you. I didn't know you were back in town.
Well, there's a certain Miss Smith who's been giving me the runaround.
Hi, y'all.
No, I don't know if anyone told you folks, but the party's inside. Warren, I think Rose is in there somewhere.
Why, you must be the new boy in town.
How do you do?
Just fine. Well, come on in, honey.
Hey, would you do me a favor and put in a good word for me with that impossible sister of yours?
Why don't you try speaking for yourself?
In there? With all that going on?
I can bring her out here.
Hey, that would be great. Can you swing it?
Leave it to me.
Why, Warren Sheffield. I thought you were still in New York.
I told you I'd be back in time for your party.
You must have been quite an effort stealing yourself away from all those New York debutantes.
Oh, Rose. How many times do I have to tell you? They can't hold a candle to you. Not just winsome, not just wise, not just easy on the eyes, not just someone who will do, but a raving beauty are you. Not just gentle, not just kind, not just dainty and refined, not exotic or bizarre, but a raving beauty. You're not at all just someone I call attractive. You're more the kind that only find in a dream. Not just modest, into fear, overwhelming is what you're. You're stupendous, you're supreme. Though you're unattainable, it's explainable why you're You're a raving, tearing beauty.
Not just wayward, not just bad, not just all kinds of a cad, not just faithless and untrue, but a raving liar are you. Not just phony, not just fake, not just lower than a snake, not just rotten to the core, but a raving liar what's more. You're not at all just someone I'd call delinquent. You're Frankenstein, but Mephisto, Siren Legree. Not just crafty, not just shrewd. Strike your mother is what you're a darling, you're a dear, but you're Machiavellian, such a hellion, and an old falsifier. You're a raving, tearing liar.
Not just winsome, not just wise, not just easy on the eyes. You're exciting,
You're a sight.
yes, you're simply glorious.
You're notorious, but you're
My
my
kind
kind
of
of
beauty.
beauty.
You're a raving, tearing beauty.
Liar! Warren Sheffield, that man this dance.
Yes, sir. Princeton's a peach of a school. A peach of a school.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, Alonzo.
May I introduce John Truitt?
I didn't quite catch the name.
John Truitt.
Well, welcome to our home, Mr. Truitt.
Well, thank you. You know, this is the first party I've been to since we moved to St. Louis.
Oh, do you live here?
He was
Oh, well, that's where I've seen you. May I take your hat?
Thank you.
It was lovely of you all to come and say goodbye and left Lon on his way to Princeton. And we're all gonna miss you like mad.
Oh, I'll miss you all too.
Lon, will you do the calls for the square dance?
Sure, sis. Skip, skip, skip to my loo, skip, skip, skip to my loo, skip, skip, skip to my loo. Put on your Sunday boots to me and I'll take you by the hand. If you will be my dancing partner, we can dance to beat the band. So join the promenade and lead the big parade. And if you don't get home at all, your mom will understand.
So choose your partner, skip to my loo, choose your partner, skip to my loo, choose your partner, skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. Flies in the buttermilk, shoo, 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 flies in the buttermilk, shoo, 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 flies in the buttermilk, shoo, shoo, shoo.
Skip to my loo, my darling.
I'll be glad to go with you, but really do not tarry. But if you do, it's up to you to let me dance with Harry.
Skip to my loo,
darling.
skip to my loo,
country?
No, I hate those songs. I want to sing a new one. It goes, I was last night, dear mother.
Well, you certainly can't sing that song. Oh, all right, go on.
I was drunk last night, dear mother. I was drunk the night before. But if you'll forgive me, mother, I'll never get drunk anymore.
Very bad girl, too. It's really all Lon's fault. He teaches her these things.
We could do the cakewalk in Esther.
All right, anything to keep the peace. Now that you've suggested this, you had better be good. How does that fit?
It's too big.
Well, try this one. Yes, that's fine. We will need 2 verses and 1 chorus, please.
All right, S, would you like an introduction?
The long one, please. And. Down in the jungle lived a maid, of royal blood and dusky shade. A marked impression once she made upon a Zulu from Madame Gulu, and every morning he would be
Down underneath a bamboo tree.
awaiting there his love to see, and then to her he'd sing, to her he'd sing. If you like a me like I like a you, and we like a both the same, I like a say this very day, I like a change your name, 'cause I love a you and love a you true, and if you love a me, one lives as two, two lives as one, under the bamboo tree. Good night.
Rose, since I'm back from New York, I've been hoping we can see a lot more of each other.
If I have time, mon cher.
Oh, Rose, you know how I feel about you. You're the only girl for me.
Am I indeed, mon petit chou?
Oh, Rose, you're so difficult.
And so sleepy. Good night.
Impossible girl. What am I to do with her? Rose, I'll be taking you home now.
Oh, all right. It was lovely having you. Honey child.
That's funny. I can't seem to find my hat anywhere.
Oh, S, dear, have you seen Mr. Truett's chapeau?
Well, I seem to have seen it around here somewhere. Oh, excuse me just a minute.
It was lovely having you, Mr. Truett. I hope you drop by frequently.
Well, thank you, Miss Rose.
Here's your hat. It was right where I left it.
Well, thank you. And good night. And thank you for the neighborly hospitality.
Bonsoir, Mr. Truett. Coming up at
Presently, Rose. After all, someone has to escort our guest to the door.
All right, S, dear, but remember, you need your beauty sleep.
Well, I guess I'd better get going.
You haven't very far to go.
No, I haven't at that, have I? Well, good night.
We're all going to the fairgrounds on Friday.
Will you be joining us?
Well, I'd like to if baseball practice doesn't run too late.
Oh, please do. A gentleman should not turn down a lady's request.
I guess not, Miss Esther. Well, good night.
Mr. Truitt.
Yes, Miss Esther?
This is an untoward request, but would you mind accompanying me through the house while I turn out the lights?
Well,
Yes. I'm afraid of the dark.
Well, sure. I guess that's at least a man can do for his charming hostess.
It sure is dark in here, with the lights off.
It certainly is.
I have to turn them off everywhere. The dining room, the stairwell, everywhere.
Shall we do the dining room now?
Yes.
I'd say that's nice perfume.
Oh, do you like it?
Uh-huh.
It's essence of violets. I save it for special occasions.
Exactly the kind my grandma uses.
I'll just turn out this last one.
Shouldn't we leave something on for long?
Oh, I'll just turn it down low.
Gosh, Miss Esther, I hope I'm not being presumptuous. You don't need any beauty sleep.
What a nice compliment.
How does it go?
How does what go?
Over the banister leans a face, tender and sweet and beguiled while below her in tender grace he watches the picture smiling. A light burns dim in the hall below. Nobody sees them standing, saying good night again soft and low, halfway up to the landing. He's bewitched by her eyes of brown, tender and full of meaning, and as the loveliest face in town over the banister leaning. I've had a great evening. I'll never forget it.
You will come Friday, won't you?
Well, I'll try my darndest, Miss Esther. And you know something else?
What's that?
You have a mighty strong grip for a girl. Well, good night.
Good night, neighbor. I just adore him, so I can't ignore him. The boy next door.
Time, tide, and trolley wait for no man.
This is the end. And I promise you, John Truitt, if you don't show up today, it's the end of you. Baseball my foot. With my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high up on my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and I lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yell, so I counted to 10, then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Bum, bum, bum went the motor. Bum, bum, bum went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped up on my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death.
Hiya, Donnie.
Buzz, 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 went the buzzer. Bum, 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 went the breeze. Stop, 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 went my heartstrings. As he started to go, then I started to know how it feels when the universe reels.
The day was bright, the air was sweet. The smell of honeysuckle swept her off her feet. She tried to sing, but couldn't speak. In fact, she felt as though she couldn't even speak.
Oh, buzz, buzz, buzz,
Clang,
buzz,
clang, clang,
bum, bum, bum,
clang,
clang.
clang, clang.
Stop, stop, went my heartstrings. As he started to leave, I took hold of his sleeve with my hand. And as if it were planned, he stayed on with me, and it was grand just to stand with his hand holding mine till the end of the Now you two be careful and don't run with Mrs. Truitt's head.
We won't. She's nice. But wait till you see what we do to Mr. Brokaw. Well, him for poisoning cats.
Does he poison cats?
Yes, he does.
But that's awful.
Billy and Travis smelled the smoke, peeked through the window, and there it was, a box of dead cats. And you know something else? Judy, you crossed your heart not to tell. I crossed with my left hand. Mr. Brokaw had empty whiskey bottles in his cell. Yes, that's why there was devil to pay tonight.
Saints preserve us. Who are these demons?
It's me, Katie, Agnes. Mama, we scared Katie. We scared her.
Oh, that's nothing, Tootie. You often scare me.
I'll get it. Kitty, I'll get it.
Hello? Oh, hello, Mrs. Middleton.
What was that?
go like this.
Uh-huh.
I didn't hear it.
My mother, that was Mrs. Middleton. She said to tell Agnes and Tootie that her hammock is folded up on the front porch, and could they please return it after they have finished stealing it? You hear that, girls?
Yes, Mama.
We're going back if you want to have some cake. Why don't you and Rose go out and have a little fun?
Fun? That's silly, childish stuff. Why, I wouldn't go out on Halloween for $1 million.
You would if John Druitt called and asked you.
Well, he didn't.
Look at you two moping around instead of being out at the Halloween social.
I didn't want to go.
What's your excuse?
Men are so tiresome.
What's to bother?
Not if you know how to handle them. When I was a young lassie back in Donegal, I forgot more about courting than you two will ever know.
Katie, you just think the Irish are smarter than everybody else.
We got common sense, which seems mighty uncommon around this house. You two could use a touch of the Irish if you ask me. And Irishman is a funny guy, sometimes low and sometimes high, deceptive, evasive, poetic, and persuasive. The lassies have the self-same knack, so they never have a lack of gentlemen hanging around. At least that's what I found. They charm them, disarm them with every feminine wile, and steal them from their sisters with praising the Irish guile.
It sounds as if when it comes to romance, a couple of Smiths wouldn't stand a chance. We ought to be Casey or Mulligan, or Sullivan or McGonagall.
Oh no, that isn't true. There are just a few simple things you ought to do. If the lad's slow to speak and quickly run away, if his wallet's empty and you give him a bill to pay, if he stops to panic when you mention wedding day, give him the touch of the blarney, his feet will leave the ground. Give him the touch of the shamrock and watch him come around. If he tells you're lucky for knowing such a handsome gent, tell him that you're tired of him and you're giving him up for Lent. Do a bit of flirting just to throw him off the scent. Give him the touch of the blarney and set your little trap. Give him the touch of the shamrock and fall into your lap. Daze him, gently amaze him, simply praise him with compliments that make no sense. If he tells you you're the sweetest lassie he's ever known, just be sure the two of you will never be left alone. Whistle through your teeth and holler for the chaperone. Give him the touch of Shillelagh, Lord, that he may. Give him the touch of the Irish and you will win the day. Tell him he's wonderful, tell him he's marvelous, tell him he's clever and wise. Tell him that you're captured, bewitched, and enraptured whenever you look in his eyes. And if that doesn't get him completely upset, no matter how lovely you look, tell him you know how to cook. When all else fails, and he takes the wind right out of your sails, lead him into romance. And continue his Irish dance.
to do?
Shall I call Papa?
Oh, heavens, no. What could he do?
He knocked me down and kicked me in the face.
Who did?
John Truitt.
John Truitt knocked you down.
He tried to kill me.
Well, somebody certainly hit her. Let's get her over to the light, where I can see better. Esther! Is Tootie all right?
Is Tootie all right? A fat lot you care. There's one thing I hate, loathe, despise, and abominate John Truitt. It is a bully. Next time you want to pick on some helpless little girl, why don't you try picking on someone your own size? And do you know what that was, Mr. Truitt?
What?
A touch of the Irish.
I'm not sure about this, Anna. It may need some stitches.
Oh, I hate to think what your father will do when he hears about this. Why, he might strike that Truitt boy.
That has been taken care of, Mother.
Tootie, I saw the whole thing. You should have run when I did. What happened? After I got loose from John, I ran back to the trolley car. There was a big crowd. There were policemen there, and they said if they ever caught the boys who did it, they would go to jail for sure.
Boys who did what?
Did the streetcar go off the track? No, but the cable did come off.
What on earth have you two been up to?
It was an old dress of Katie's. We stuffed it. It looked like a big old dead body.
Well, I like that.
And we put it on the trolley track, so when the motorman had to slam on the brakes, the streetcar would go right off the tracks.
You might have killed dozens of people.
Oh, Rose, you're so stuck up.
Tootie, how did you hurt your lip?
The policeman saw Agnes and I putting the lady on the track. John Truitt saw us too. He dragged us up the alley and tried to make us hide in the woodshed. I had to hit, scratch, and bite until he let me go.
And
then I fell and hit my leg.
Sarah Mahala, Redway Smith.
Yes?
You are without a doubt the most horrid, sinful, deceitful person that I ever knew. And from this moment forward, I do not ask you
There's
to
time for that later. Now let's get her into the kitchen and do something about that lip. Oh, X, don't be too mad at her. After all, you'd never think that that sweet John Truitt would actually be a little girl.
Oh, merciful heavens, John! John! John? I don't know how to apologize. Can you ever forgive me? I feel so ashamed. I can't believe I actually believed her.
Believe who?
Tootie, she said that you... Oh. Did I do that?
Uh-huh. And this, and this.
Oh, John. I feel just awful.
Me too.
John, I know that you don't feel about me the way I feel about you. No, it's all right. I've been outrageously forward, and it's clear you're not really that interested. But if you could find it in your heart to forgive this most unfortunate behavior on my part, then perhaps we can still just be good friends and neighbors.
Esther, how can I ignore the girl next door? I love her more than I can say. Doesn't try to tease me, doesn't even please me, and she never sees me glance
got a mighty strong grip for a boy.
Here comes the invalid. I have to have 2 pieces of cake because I'm recuperating.
If I ever catch you fibbing like that again, I'll give you something to recuperate from. Esther, is there something wrong? Yes, Mama. I mean, no, Mama.
Esther's in love. Esther's in love.
I am too. It's caused enough trouble for one night.
It's impossible to have a private life in this house.
Is this where the Smith family resides? Seems there's some ice cream that needs to be delivered.
Ice cream? Papa, Agnes really got hit by a trolley. I knocked out mine too. It's been an absolutely perfect Halloween.
That's nice. Are you ready for some more good news?
What? Tell us, tell us.
Oh, what is it, Lonnie?
The firm is sending me to New York.
Is that all? I think we can live without you for a while.
Thanksgiving, just order turkey.
I know you don't understand. I'm going to New York to take over the New York office. We're moving.
Gee, I simply don't believe it.
It's true. I'm to start at the first of the year. We'll leave right after Christmas. I figured we'd spend one last Christmas in St. Louis.
I'll go back. I'll go start digging out my doll.
Come back here. There will be no packing or digging as yet. There are a great many things to talk over.
Anna, I thought you'd be overjoyed.
It's just that New York is such a big city. Well, not that St. Louis isn't big, it just doesn't seem very big right here where we live. Well, what will the children do?
Well, same as they do here. Play, go to school, have their friends over.
What friends?
Yes, what friends?
The friends you'll meet in school.
But I don't go to school.
Well, you will someday, if they'll take you.
Everyone I care about is here in St. Louis.
And I'm going to be a senior next year. And I've worked my whole life to be a senior.
You'll be a senior in New York.
I must say, Alonso, you're very calm packing us up. Lock, stock, and barrel.
And I have our future to think of. Lon's in Princeton. Rose may decide to go to college. Where's the money to come from?
Money? I hate, love, despise, and abominate money.
You also spend it.
And what about the World's Fair? Just as St. Louis is about to become the center of the entire universe.
We'll come back to see the fair, most likely.
Well, what about Grandpa? And Katie? And what about the chickens?
That's a minor detail we can work out
So
later.
I'm a minor detail, am I?
I meant the chickens.
Right. No matter what happens to your family, at a time like this, talk about the chickens.
I guess we're all just a little excited. We'll talk this over tomorrow, after we've had some cake and ice cream. Agnes? Judy? What's the matter with all of you? I've never seen this family behaving so strangely.
Well, what did you expect, Alonzo? This little bombshell affects a lot of lives, not just yours. The children are upset. They love St. Louis.
Well, St. Louis has been all right, but it's an old-fashioned kind of. Let's expand and grow. Let's up and go to a city with pride. everywhere in New York. Scintillating and smart, industrious, illustrious, and generous of heart. Busy and dizzy, the city's pretty hazardous. Breezy and busy, the city of Manhattan is. People have figure and good in New York, and there's a spring in their step in New York. They'll welcome you with a bow, with all the thrills you can hold. Nothing is nicer than
What you call the truth isn't all the truth.
Living homes in the wall in New York. In skyscrapers with stories tall in New York.
They Romeo gentlemen ride.
So when you shop, you better stop and leave your cash behind. I'm in my prime, but I'll fade in New York. Soon be a lonely old maid in New York. Without John, her future looks dim. 'Cause all her dreams and all her schemes revolve around him. Crowded and loud, it's a nightmare just to think of it.
Give me a shiver, imagining the stink of it.
Miss the fair and fun there in New York. There's nothing like that anywhere in New York. The summer's horrid, I'm told, and winter's horrid and cold. Heaven protect us from old New York.
not Argentina, Carolina, or China, or corn. Nothing is nicer than home.
And we'll miss the fair and then protect us. This idea has wrecked us. Who wants to live in New York?
I guess the only way to mend matters is a piece of hickory nut cake.
I'm taking my cat.
Where are you gonna keep her? Cooped up in some tenements?
Goodness sakes, don't they have houses in New York? Not now. I'd rather be poor if we only stayed here. I'd rather go live with the orphans in the orphanage home.
Rich people live in houses. People like us live in apartments.
Tenements!
And what about the World's Fair?
You can bake anything in that stove. They got little buck stoves in tenements.
No, thank you, Papa. I'll have a piece before bed.
Esther, it's your favorite too.
No, Papa. I had too much earlier at the ice cream parlor with...
Grandpa, I suppose you can handle this, huh?
Well, no. Yes.
Well, and I suppose you two are going to fight over the candy flowers.
No, thank you, Papa. You can have the candy flower too. No, thank you. Just the same. I'm going to start a tunnel tomorrow. Under our yard, under the trolley tracks, and under Mrs. Middleton's front yard. Then while she's walking on her front lawn one day, I'll yank her by the ankle. It'll take months. And I'm not leaving till I'm finished.
Don't use that impertinent tone with your father. Excuse me. I have some things to pack. Me too. I mean, I also. Me too.
Grandpa, how about a game of cribbage?
Not funny. I have some things to do.
Anna, if anyone asks for me, tell them I'm out celebrating my promotion alone. Aren't you afraid of spending time out here alone with a criminal? All I'm trying to do is earn more money to give my beloved family everything they deserve. Suddenly that's worse than murder. I'm a fiend, ruining everyone's life.
Oh, Lonnie. It isn't as bad as all that. It just came as a bit of a shock, that's all. Why? If you think that we should leave
St. Louis, and that's what we'll do. I heard a bell long years ago. My young heart melted and joy someone who should know. That's how our love began, and still I love to tell of how I felt. I heard a bell.
Anna, it's good to hear you singing again. It's been too long.
Wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun?
Wonderful days of old lang syne. Wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun? Ours is a romance second to none. Rain and sun, sun and rain, tears and laughter, joy and pain. Sun and rain, rain and sun. Ours is a romance second to none. And always so fun, always so fun. Wonderful days of old lang syne and merry, very, simply because your hand was in mine.
Here you go, Katie.
Oh, it's so lovely having our Princeton man home for Christmas.
Our last St. Louis Christmas.
Yes, please, I don't want to talk about it.
Not only our last Christmas, Christmas without a ball.
That Lucille Ballard is crazy for not going to the ball with the handsomest man in town.
The girl has a right to go to the ball with whoever she chooses. I just didn't ask her soon enough, that's all.
Everyone knows that Lucille Ballard's a typical Eastern snob.
Look who's talking, sulking around because Warren didn't ask you to dance.
I have to admit, Rose, that's partly your fault.
My fault.
Warren asked you twice to go to the dance with him, and you kept him dangling.
Dangling?
You did, Rose. It's just a shame that Lucille Ballard arrived in St. Louis just as Warren was beginning to think that you were not taking him seriously.
I wouldn't go to the ball with Warren Sheffield. He was last boy in St. Louis.
Yes, you would.
This is what I call real Christmas spirit. Been at each other's throats since vacation started. Alonzo Smith, did it ever occur to you you might want to take your sister to the dance?
What?
Yes. And would it be too much for you to go with your own brother?
And be the laughing stock of St. Louis.
Well, thank you very much.
No, Katie is right. This is our last Christmas in St. Louis, and it would be tragic if either of you were to miss the ball.
It's all right for you to say you have a date. A real one.
Rose, if I did not have a date with John Truitt, which I do, I would be delighted to go with my very own brother.
Well, that settles it then.
Wait, what does S have to do with this?
Well, if you two won't go with each other, then I won't go to the dance either.
Look at you two, ruining your sister's Christmas.
Rose, I would be willing, glad to.
You would, Lon.
I was going to ask you anyway.
Well, thank goodness that's settled.
And you two will have the best of fun as anybody. You won't have to be polite to each other.
Oh, I could just strangle that Lucille Ballard.
Why?
Don't you see? This is all her fault, accepting an invitation from your beau.
You're right, Tess. It is her
give Lucille Ballard an evening she will never forget.
How?
By being ever so thoughtful and filling out her dance card.
What
With
was that?
the names of our city's most eligible young men.
Who?
Oh, Clinton Badger.
Clinton Badger? But S, he's not. Oh, S, you wicked, wonderful thing. What about Sidney Purvis? Oh, S, this is divine, just too divine.
We will give Lucille Ballard a taste of St. Louis hospitality.
Boyfriend, head this way.
Who?
Someone who looks a lot like John Truitt.
Rose.
Agnes, come upstairs with me and help me pick out my jewelry for tonight.
Do I have to?
Yes. Coming. John!
S. I'm afraid I'm bringing bad news.
What is it?
I can't take you to the dance tonight.
Oh no! Is it your aunt?
No,
In the
my
hospital?
tuxedo at the tailor's. Basketball practice ran late, and when I got to the shop, there was a sign in the window, closed.
Well, go find the tailor and make him open the shop.
All I know is his name is Jones, and he lives somewhere in St. Louis.
Jones? That is almost as bad as Smith. Could you borrow someone else's?
Anyone who owns a tuxedo is going to the ball tonight.
Well, what about your father's?
That was my father's.
Well, this is just ghastly.
I'm sorry. Would you like to go somewhere else tonight?
No. I'll just stay home and pack. We're leaving for New York in just a few days.
I know. And this is a fine going away present I'm giving you. I bet you must really hate me.
Oh, John, I could never hate you. I just hate basketball.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Our fun is to ride the one-horse open sleigh. Did something happen with John?
He can't take me to the dance.
But that's awful. Why?
His tuxedo is locked up in the tailor.
Oh, that is awful. Don't worry, La'll take us both.
You don't think I'm going to the smartest dance of the season with my little brother, do you?
I like that. I'm going with.
Well, that was different. You didn't have a date.
Well, neither have you.
Well, I had one.
Lon's good enough to take me to the dance. He's good enough to take you.
Rose, one sister going with her brother has been done, but two sisters makes the whole family look ridiculous. I will not do it.
We'll see what Mama has to say about that.
Dear Master, as you know, eavesdropping is my favorite pastime.
Oh, Grandpa!
Now. You know, with your hair like this, you're the very image of your grandma. I remember the first dance I took her to, and her father told her she'd have to be home by 10:30. And she was crying just like you are now.
I'm sorry. You must think I'm an awful baby.
Oh, no, you go right ahead. It isn't often a pretty girl has a real legitimate reason to cry. Funny thing, with all this packing, I took my tuxedo out of mothballs yesterday. Looks pretty good, too.
Are you offering to
Oh, I
lend
would do that in a minute, my dear, if it would fit him. I'm afraid your young man would look ridiculous in my tuxedo. But, you know, suits like a man. Must to step out once in a while with a pretty dress. So, if you're...
Grandpa, are you
Of
inviting
course I am, if it's acceptable to you.
Oh, Grandpa, you're wonderful. I'm going to be dancing with the handsomest man in town.
You can tell everybody I'm an old flame.
Hello, Lon. Warren. Hello, Lucille.
Hello, Mom.
Miss Smith, may I please present Miss Ballard?
It's so lovely to know you. Lon has told me so much about his two beautiful sisters. He has. Are you Esther or Rose? Esther will be along in just a moment.
Then you must be Rose.
Mr. Sheffield, I will thank you too. Rose, may I say something? I know that if Warren had his way, he'd be here to you tonight.
Lucille, you don't have
You
to.
deny it, Warren.
Well, no.
Good. But that seems to leave me without a dance partner. Lon, perhaps you can come up with a solution to my problem.
I'll do my best.
I'll give you the rest of the evening to figure it out.
Hello, everyone. How are you, Warren?
Just fine. Thank you. Lucille, this is Esther Smith.
Esther, I've been most eager to meet you. So have you? I just know we'll be friends. And you must be Grandpa Proctor. You're one of my favorite people.
We've met perhaps in another life.
Lon has spent hours singing your praises.
I can understand any young man wanting to spend hours with you singing on any subject.
S, we've been talking.
Yes, Rose, I'm sure you have. I hope you don't mind, Miss Ballard, but Rose and I
Please,
have...
call me Lucille.
Oh, all right, Lucille. I hope you don't mind, but Rose and I have taken the liberty of filling out your dance card for you.
How thoughtful. Esther, I'm so thrilled about you moving to New York.
You are.
We'll have such fun. You must let me give you your first party. You will, won't you?
Well, I don't know.
S, we've been talking, and Lucille suggested that Ward and I be partners for the evening. Our plans have been changed.
But what about...
So Lucille and Lon seem to be partners now, so the plans have been changed.
But I'm not...
Smith, what's this about Miss Ballard's dance card?
I must have
Try
mistaken...
looking behind your back.
Oh. Here it is.
Quentin Badger? Sydney Purvis? This isn't a dance card, it's a sentence to hard labor.
Lucille, may I have this dance?
I don't know. We'll have to see if you're on my dance card. Oh, Esther!
Oh, no! That's mine. This one's yours.
Why, Lon, you're my first dance partner.
Miss Esther Smith, where's this Miss Lulu Ballard you signed me up for? I'm ready.
Well, Clinton, I will be taking all her partners this evening. I hope you don't mind.
Mine? Wowee! Clinton Badger gets to dance with Miss Esther Smith? Wowee!
Oh, Sydney Purvis! This just gets better.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Sidney Purvis and Esther Smith.
And Katie Drummond.
Clinton Badger.
Come on, gang. Let's do the dance all the college kids are doing. Badger, what jinx is bothering you? I have a magic cure that will do a miracle. A first-class miracle. No abracadabra, no evil eye, no hocus pocus needed for my idea. It's a real panacea. At Princeton and at Yale, they're sure they found a very simple cure. Twin light, any drearier, what makes dispositions cheerier? Dancing, dancing a banjo. When you're so low, you'll hit the floor. I guarantee you're going to soar. You'll fly like a bird in the sky. When you do the banjo, girls will swarm like bees around a flower. You'll show to weather every storm and be the man of the hour. So if you're hoping things will happen, keep hoping, tapping, finger snapping, 'cause all that you have to do is dance. Blink-de-blunk, blunk-de-blink, shielding your arms as quick as a wink. So whirl around, reverse and then twirl around, reach away and girl around, keep dancing the banjo. It's a gateway straight to romance. Banjo, dance the banjo. Fly like a bird in the sky. You'll be the man of the hour. So if you're hoping things will happen, keep both feet tapping, fingers snapping, 'cause all that you have to do is dance. Blink-de-blunk, blunk-de-blink, shielding your arms as quick as a wink. So whirl around, reverse and then twirl around, reach right and girl around, keep dancing the banjo. It's a gateway straight to romance. Cakewalk! So whirl around, reverse and then twirl around, reach right and girl around, keep dancing the banjo. It's a gateway straight to
Grandpa, can you believe this is our last Christmas in St. Louis?
How would you like a Christmas present?
Now, what is it?
You'll see.
John! I don't understand.
Esther, I couldn't disappoint you. So I went home and I called every Jones in the St. Louis telephone book I could find.
You did that for me?
Hush, Esther. Don't you know by now? I would do anything in the world for you.
Was too certain for shame.
I never would have asked you if I thought it would make you unhappy.
Unhappy? John, I have imagined this moment hundreds of times. Hundreds. And I always planned exactly what I would do, but I never planned to cry.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
Laugh?
I've never asked a girl to marry me before. I probably didn't.
Oh, John. No one could have said it more beautifully.
Will you, Esther? Will you marry me?
Of course I will.
Do you realize I almost lost you? 2 more days and you would have been gone. We may never have seen each other again.
Let's not even think of it.
Now, when you go to New York, it'll be with your husband, and your parents can show us the town. Let's go in and tell them.
Oh, John! Wait. Can't just the 2 of us know about it tonight?
You're not changing your mind, are you? You do think this is the right thing to do, don't you?
Oh, yes, yes.
I would have to be an engineer. College takes too long anyhow.
You'd have to give up going to college.
What difference does it make? I could get a job right away and support you in style.
But John, I wouldn't want you
And
to
we
do
can't
that.
let anybody talk us out of it. After all, we're of age. Practically.
John,
Yes, Esther?
even if I were to go to New York, we can still be engaged.
Do you think so?
I know so. And being apart for a little while will just make it that much sweeter when we're finally together.
Esther, you are so wonderful. I can't believe it. We met, the spring had turned to summer. The flowers were in blossom, I recall. Later on, when summer nearly autumn, I knew I'd fallen long before the fall. Autumn has turned into winter, so spring can't be very far away. And I have learned a head could be turned in a year, in a month, in a day. Songs are for singing, bouquets are for bringing, hopes are for clinging to.
anyone he wants to find.
I'm taking all the stuff he gives me. I'm taking my dolls, the dead ones too. I'm taking everything.
Of course you are. You don't have to leave anything behind. Except maybe for your snowman. We'd look pretty silly trying to put him on the train now, wouldn't we? Oh, Judy, I know how you feel, but everything is going to be all right. I promise. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year, all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. The years we all will be together, should the Lord allow. Until then, we'll have to battle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Tootie! Tootie, what is wrong with you?
I have to bring my snowman. I'd rather kill him if we can't take him with us.
Tootie, that's crazy talk. Build another snowman in New York.
No, we can't do anything in New York like we can in St. Louis.
Oh, sweetheart. No, you're wrong. No. New York is a wonderful place. Everybody dreams about going there, but our family is luckier than most families because we're actually going. Just think of the fine house we'll have, and the loads and loads of friends we'll make. Such wonderful friends. But most importantly, Judy, we'll all be together, just like we've always been. And that is the main thing. We can be happy anywhere, as long as we're together.
What's all this racket going on in the middle of the night?
Tootie's just tired and upset about leaving St. Louis. Say goodnight to Papa, dear. I'm sorry, Papa. Good night.
Anna! Anna! Lon! Agnes! Rose! Esther! Tootie! Grandpa! Hey, everybody, come down here! Come over here. I have something to say. Quiet. I have something to say, and I don't want any arguments. We're not moving to New York.
Oh, Papa!
We're staying right here. We're staying here till we rot.
Oh, we haven't rotted yet, Mommy. What will you say to Mr. Benton?
That I've changed my mind. I'm a junior partner, not a puppet on a string, and if they don't like it, that's just too bad. Why, St. Louis is heading for a boom that'll make your head spin. You don't realize what's right under your very nose. The trouble with you all is the grass is always greener on the
Smith!
Warren!
We can't continue on like this any longer. We're gonna get married at the next earliest opportunity. Yes. That's final. I didn't want to hear any arguments. I love you. Merry Christmas.
Anna,
Merry Christmas!
who was it?
He's a very fine young man, Mommy. We will talk about it later. I have never seen Warren Sheffield look that excited.
I will leave on his honeymoon without Rose.
If Rose is getting married, she ought to open her presents now.
You little faker, it's your presents you're after.
Oh, dear heavens, I nearly forgot it's Christmas. Oh, Papa, you've given us the most wonderful present in the entire world. Merry Christmas, Papa.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, Papa. I've loved you ever since you came into this family.
Just picture the opening night, pavilions exploding with light. With banners unfurled, we will welcome the world to this frolicking sight.
Tootie, you better tell the motorman where we want to go.
Take us to the Louisiana Purchase Exposition.
Yes, ma'am!
Esther, Rose, your fellows are here.
In St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there.
You will dance the hoochie coochie.
You will be my tootsie wootsie.
If you will meet me in St. Louis, meet me at
It's the first time anyone's ever seen outdoor lights.
There's never been anything like it.
And we didn't have to come here on a train.
We're staying at a hotel.
It's right here in our hometown.
They'll live the town down. Will they, Grandpa?
Well, they better not.
I can't believe it. Right here in our hometown. Right here in St. Louis.